Go to any organization, any companies. Today, if the CEO of 15 years, he leaves, next day, do you think the company will be closed down? No, they will run as usual. Because everything is processed. Such beautiful process. But only when it comes to Islamic organizations and masjid, when the board of trustee or the president, he leaves, the entire masjid is collapsed. Or it takes at least 6 months to get back. Why? There's no succession plan. The moment you have hired the president, think who is going to be the next president. How we can groom that person. What are the documentations we need so that when he leaves, he can continue his job without any single delay. This has to be looked into. This is social responsibility. And in the Quran, Allah says, إِنَّ الْمُبَذِّرِينَ كَانُوا إِخْوَانَ الشَّيَاطِينَ وَكَانَ الشَّيْطَانُ لِرَبِّهِ كَفُورًا. Wasteful spenders, the one who spend without any commitments, any accountability, are just like the brothers of Shaitan. This verse came for personal spending. How come when it is a public funds? We have to be very frugal, we have to be very, very stingy. And when I talk about the succession plan, today when I was coming, I was talking to a taxi driver. He said that he is not a Muslim. He said that he was referring to the collapse of the ruler while ago in a Muslim country. He said only in Muslim countries you can see people ruling for 30 years. 30 years? Why? There's no succession plan. It is 30 years. When I go to some Islamic organization, how long he has been the president? 40 years. Ever since he came to this country. No, he established that organization, so he should be the life president. Correct or not? Yes. Every day the same faces. No matter who come, nobody has any kind of authority in that organization. They are the soul, they are just like established for that role. They are born for that role. And the second thing organizations has to take care is the transparency. Now how many times we hear Islamic organizations, they advertise, they announce publicly about their AGM, annual general meeting, asking people to come, to look into their financial audit and financial reports, how much they earn, how much they spend. Very rarely. If that invitation goes to include those members only, not to the public. Annual general meeting is where the public has to participate. Public has to come and share their opinions. And they can also maintain a detailed donor base. When I say donors, they know that when they have the annual fundraising, there are people who are close to that organization, they give fundings. Surrounding brothers, can you please move a little bit forward? There are brothers coming. There are funders. But at the same time, when you look at the people who are coming to the prayers, Friday prayers, and there's a donation box outside. I'm not referring to any masjids in particular, not for this organization, any masjids. How many times we go and pray, how many times we donate? So here, there's no detailed donor base. Should not that person has a responsibility to know what happened to his money? And the third thing is that whatever we collect on Friday as Islamic organization, I know I have seen some masjids, they announced how much they raised last week. But here, we can say that we can go another level up. We can announce in the next Jummah, before announcing please donate to the masjid, we can announce how much we raised. This is stewardship. The person who will feel, mashallah, I have donated $1 to that $300 they collected. I am part of that donation. Plus, it is a cultivation. In donations, is always a cultivation and stewardship. A donor has that right. He has this inherent right for stewardship and cultivation. So, cultivation means that there are new people. They will think, mashallah, this masjid is very transparent. Yeah, I am going to donate my money so that it will be calculated next week. So these are the simple steps, transparent. Whatever you raise, let them know. There is not to find faults. We should not think that like that. We have to think, alhamdulillah, when I am transparent, I am being guided. I am being guided by the community. I am being guided by my principles. Allah is helping me to be very vigilant in my spendings. When I came to this country, I worked for a charitable organization. That's the first time I hear from that organization, they announce how much they raised. I have been working for the last couple of years, almost 10 years, in other countries, in charitable organization. Never a single dollar has been announced. We get money. We need money. We say that we need $100,000, $200,000. When it's being collected, we don't announce back. This happens everywhere. So here, as a Masjid and Islamic organization, the moment they have been transparent, people will trust more. It will strengthen their work, it will strengthen their services. You will gather a lot of people. You can cultivate more and more hearts for your service, for your cause. And the fourth strategy is taqwa. Whenever we speak about taqwa, it is just a fluid word, right? Taqwa. Oh, he has taqwa. What is taqwa? The person who has taqwa can have for his entire lifetime. That's what we feel. He has taqwa. MashaAllah, he has taqwa. My dear brothers in Islam, shaitan is playing with us every single moment. There could be circumstances where our taqwa can go down and where we can fall into error. In Arabic they say that al-Hisan, I forgot that exact word, it says that the single horse cannot be guaranteed that it will not fall down. A kabwa. Anybody can just stumble. Even me. So we have to, what is my taqwa? How I am solidifying my taqwa, how I am strengthening my taqwa. Here comes all the learnings, all the knowledge. It could be HR management, it could be process management, it could be financial literacy. A person who is running this organization, they have to go to these programs. They have to learn more and more. So here, what he is doing is not only knowledge, he is solidifying his taqwa. He knows, alhamdulillah, he knows how to use wisely. That is part of his taqwa. Taqwa is, my dear brothers in Islam, we have to keep on improving. These are part of improving. So taqwa, everything comes to taqwa. That's why we don't question people sometimes. Oh, he has taqwa. But the same person who had taqwa has embezzled $600,000. When it came to that point, now the whole taqwa has been demolished. Actually, we could have helped him from the beginning. By questioning, by critically asking questions. Not to wage war against any masjid organizations, but here we have to play a role. I'll come to the third point. As I said that, the first two recommendations, responsibilities are for masjids and organizations. The next two is the important thing, our responsibility. We as individuals, every one of you has a responsibility. What is the first responsibility is the capacity building or social responsibility. When I say capacity building, that you have to understand these masjids they don't get a lot of money. They are running with small amount of money, Islamic organizations especially, not the other churches. So they need a lot of help. They need volunteer help. They need volunteer support. They need your knowledge, your skills, everything they need. So here, in Quran, Allah, in several spaces, Allah says, "Alladhina amanu wa amilu salihat." We think amilu salihat, amal salihah means that coming to the masjid, praying and no. Amal salihat means actions that warrants the best solution for that moment. If you think that masjid, they don't have a process, manual for HR, come and help them. Don't sit there and let them come and I will charge that big amount of money. No, we have to come and help with our skills, with our knowledge. There are people in our community. In this community I see when I walk, I can see how many accountants? Two? Can't at least two come to the masjid and say, inshallah, I am going to audit your report. Not to find fault, not to make it public. There are certain things which you have to take care of. Can't we do that? We can. So here, this is our social responsibility. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, لا تزول قدم عبد يوم القيامة حتى يسأل عن أربع. A servant's feet will not move in front of Allah in the day of judgment until he answers for 4 questions. 2 questions are وعن جسده فيما أبلاه وعن علمه ماذا عمل به. How did you use your physical strength? And the second, how did you use your knowledge which Allah gave? Allah has given this physical strength and the knowledge. He is going to ask us the skills and the knowledge. How did you use it? So here, can we go and say, Ya Allah, I used my skills and knowledge to build this masjid, to strengthen this masjid, to improve that masjid, to lay that foundation for all this processing work. This is sadaqah jariyah. The moment you create a manual or create an audit and the things are improving, you will get the reward for years and years. Because whoever comes, they'll be afraid to do any kind of mismanagement.